Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. We were climbing on the tree for last 2 days. I don't take milk and milk products. So people ask questions, and there is no end to asking questions. So my replies are also of same time. So Swamiji, normally Mahatmas take milk and milk products. How come you don't take? I said, it is your fault. So what is our fault? Your fault is why you call me Mahatma? You label me that I am a Mahatma, and thereafter I should behave according to your rules or what? No, 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 not that way. But normally people, they take milk and milk products. Why you don't take? I said, I am not a baby. Children take milk. Duddu. Okay. Then we want to give you fruits. Will you take fruits? I said, no, I don't take fruits. Why? I am not a monkey. Monkeys take fruits. Then what do you like? I like nuts. See, both. Cashew nuts, mungfalli, and also the nuts around. I like them very much. When you climb on the tree, your vision changes. When we are at the base of the tree, we got a very limited radius. As you start climbing up, your vision starts expanding. And then our perceptions are different. So, in this tree of the samsara, the world, what is the base? Yesterday we have seen, I am just giving a recap of yesterday. We are lost in the worldly objects. So that is the root. That is feeding the nutrition to the roots. And drop that. From there we climb little up. We come to the sense organs. And here we get caught up by being the slaves of our sense organs. We want a particular type of food, we want a particular type of clothing. See? And the net result is we start giving ourselves more and more options. And our understanding is more the options we have, more prosperous we are, but we forget the basic rule. More options we have, more miserable we are. Give yourself zero options, you are happy. See? And these options are demanded when we are slaves to our sense organs. Now, from there we climb little up on this tree of samsara. Then we come at the level of the mind. See? Then, when we come to this mind level, then we know only one thing about the mind: complain, complain, complain. Other than complaining about the mind, we have not done anything. So, we have to first learn what is exactly the mind is. And when we say the mind is disturbed, what do you mean by the disturbed mind? I want to control my mind. So if you have to control the mind, you must know what is a disturbed mind. Please define what is a disturbed mind. We have never thought in this line. We simply say, oh, my mind is too disturbed. Instead of that, start proper inquiry. We'll come to know that Our mind runs in three parameters. Either it runs in time, or it runs in places, or it runs in objects, things or beings. These are the three areas where our mind runs. And this we have to become aware of this. How our mind is refusing to stay with us. So, first of all, we start with the oldies like me. Old people cannot remain in the present. जाने कहाँ गए वो दिन, वो भी गए भाड़ में तुम भी जाओ. All the time talking about the past. Recently, I was in Calcutta, and one Marwadi house I went. So, Namaskar Chamatkar. And then one old man came, must be 80, 85, not out. He came. And Namaskar, where are you from? Typical Indians. So, when I looked at him, and I saw there is a nice Krishna temple in their house. So I told, I have come from Vrindavan. Immediately I became close to him. Bluff, oh bluff. Then, see, Vrindavan has changed so much these days in last 40 years, is it not? When we were there, so started. I said, Bauji, stop. Come near me. I took him, held his hand, took him near the sink where you wash your hands. There is a mirror. I said, the one who is seen in the mirror, 40 years before, he was the same. Be attentive. We are not aware of that. See? And therefore, when I was child, you were never a child. It was the body that was a child. When I was young, you were never young. Body was young. See? So the mind is constantly running either in the past or running in the future. How the mind runs in the future? An attempt to solve the non-existing problems. I don't know what is going to happen to this world. If you don't know, relax. There is a place for complaint. So, the mind is not at peace, it is not controlled, it is disturbed. Means what? Means, first step, the mind either runs in the past or goes in the future. The net result is mind doesn't want to stay in the present. I have not forgotten. Don't sympathize with me. Poor Swamiji might have forgotten. See? And who wants to die? Nobody wants to die. So the food for the mind is threefold. Either the past memories, carbohydrates, or the future worries, the proteins, or the present comparisons, the fats. These three types of foods keep the mind alive. So if you want to conquer your mind, I'll give you mantra. Are you ready to take a mantra? You can conquer your mind. Put your right hand on your left heart and repeat after me. I'll say 3 times, then I'll explain the meaning of that mantra. Okay? What is the date today? We forgot. 23rd March. Repeat after me. 23rd March 2019. 23rd March 2019. 23rd March 2019. Mantra Diksha over. Now, before this date, whatever has happened to your life, good or bad, that you are not going to talk. Now try to talk. See, friends. And about the future, question. Swamiji, what will happen? See, now, why I don't entertain questions in question and answer is this a common thing. Before we reach this beautiful temple for our satsang, before that, there were many thoughts in the mind, is it not? Whether we reach there on time or not, whether GPS working or not, whether there is an accident or not. Oh, this he said he'll come, but he's not yet coming. I don't know whether I should take Uber and go. Going on. And ultimately you landed here, came inside the hall, sat. Is there any question about this place? Means what? When you reach the destination, you have no questions. Now the question is, what is the destination? And about what we don't have questions? We don't have questions about our being. Whether I am or I am not. Is this option? There are options about everything in this world. Whether I will understand or not, whether I will reach or not, whether I will live or not, whether I remember or not. Options, questions about everything in this world, except one, about our being. And that is what is the most important thing to be known. But instead of that, questions, old people. In one place, in a school, I gave talk. And the children were class 10, 11, 12, jumping into the higher life, college life. So to such students, I don't talk about Brahman, God, no. Their hard work, ambition, success, goal, struggle. This is the topic I spoke. Then I told, after my talk, let there be no question asked by anybody except the students. I have addressed the student. Others, they are sitting in a wrong place. So don't ask any question. And yet one old man got up. So Amiji, I have got a question. I said, please sit down. I am not going to entertain your question. Got very angry. Went away. Who cares? Thereafter, I went to the principal's room. I said, sir, please call that teacher. He was very angry. He was called. I said, sir, I extend profuse apologies. I did not answer your question. You did not allow me to talk. How do you know what was my question? I said, sir, your question was, what happens after death? How do you know? That was my question. I said, from your face, you are not living. I said, now I can answer your question. Then I told him, you are a Hindu or a Muslim or what? Of course I am a Hindu. I said, we'll burn you. He thought I am going to burn him alive or what. No, I don't mean that. I said, okay, don't worry, I won't burn you. Then I asked him, if you die, what happens? There will be one day holiday for the school. Don't die on Sunday. No, not that. Then what happens to the soul after death? I told him, when you are alive, nothing has happened. After death, what can happen? Just look within. Before our arrival in this world, was anything lacking? After we leave this world, there will be nothing lacking. If you don't trust me, leave and see. But we have that arrogance. Then I told him, okay, what is the subject you teach, sir, here? I'll explain in your language. He said, I am teaching physics. I said, very good, you made my job very easy. Then I asked him, when the bulb becomes fuse, where the light goes, there you will go after death. I said, you are a teacher of physics, is it not? Where the light goes after it becomes fuse. I don't know. I said, I also don't know. See, my friends, unnecessary questions. That is more than enough. Nothing more is required to be known in this world. Bhagavad Gita says, Vedaischa sarvai ahameva vidya. What is worthy of knowing through the study of scriptures is only one. Who is this I? See, I'll ask you one or two questions. Reply in your mind. Who was the seventh Vice President of America? Don't reply. Keep it in your mind. What was the number of the glasses of Mahatma Gandhi? You don't know, is it not? How does it matter? Does it make any difference? But it makes a difference. If you don't know yourself, then you will only suffer in life. See? So simply complaining about the mind is disturbed. No. Disturbed mind means either it runs in the past, all the time digging the dead bodies, or trying to solve the problems which do not exist. And then the same mind is running in the present. When we were children, we were not like this. Today's children are horrible. In one place they asked me, I said, look here, today's children are born in a digital digital era. In digital era, children are not born, they are downloaded. And their parents' name are, the father is Google and the mother is Ammajan. Ammajan means Amazon. So the child asked a question to mommy. Mommy, you have given me the username. What is the password? Friends, don't compare anything with anybody. Never. That habit of comparison is a very strong obstacle for dissolving the mind. Mothers particularly do this thing. They compare their child with other children. Don't do that. Everybody is unique. But when they don't understand, they ask us, Amiji, why other people's children come in merit and my child has failed 4 times? Why God is doing like this? I said, no, Mama, it is not like that. Then like what? I said, to a इमली के पेड़ को कभी आम लगे हैं क्या? So Amiji, what you talk, I don't understand it. Thank God. Stop these 3 things. You are controlling your mind. Then places our mind goes. You just observe this. When 5, 6 people are standing or talking, then one person will say, see, I went to, this Alaska. It is so beautiful, do you think I'll keep quiet? I will say, no, better than Alaska, Norway is there, And I start talking about Norway. The third person, no, better than that. If you go to Antarctica, still better. There is no need. Observe this. Any place is mentioned, we have to bring another place where we have visited. Observe this. There is no need. But we keep on, this is how the mind survives. So either the time or the place or the people or the things. See? I have got this watch. Swamiji, this is which watch? I said, this is a watch which is a witch. It troubles me every time. There will be so many this information. All the time, tick, 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 tick. Oh, but I have got Apple Watch. It doesn't. I didn't ask you what watch you have got. See, friends, these are the three places where the mind goes uncalled for. There was one husband, he was talking to other husband. Yaar, my wife is such a horrible cook. After she gives me dinner, I have to go out for supper. Then only I can survive. Do you think the other husband will keep quiet? This is nothing. When I go home, I have to cook and feed her, and then I can take. So my miseries are more than your miseries. Comparison, objects, people. This is how the mind survives. And when we talk to others, we always talk with reference to these three parameters pertaining to past. Give it a chance, my friends. Then that mind will be available to us. Now, next step. Everything happens only in the mind. Nothing happens to the body. Everything happens to mind. Like if some part is under anesthesia and something is cut, etc., we don't get the pain because the mind is not allowed to go there. There is curfew for the mind, no entry. Just observe this. If this we accept, then the next question comes. What we have done till date to take care of our mind? Nothing. And for that, one more input about the mind. Be very attentive. Mind is called as Parashakti, the infinite potentiality. See? That infinite potentiality expresses as words. But those words are not yet crystallized, not yet manifest. It is something like all the waves are dormant, unmanifest inside the ocean. Waves don't come from outside. They are already there. Only thing they are not manifest. Exactly. Words are there, but they are not manifest. That unmanifest state of the words is called as Parashakti or Paravani. And then slowly the growth happens. The Paravani is ready to express as words, but not yet started expressing, only ready. That state of the mind is called as Pashyanti Vani. At that stage, mind is functioning in both directions, ready to jump into the objectivity and do not lose its connection with the absolute subject. All the great Mahatmas live in Pashyanti Vani. In Pashyanti Vani, the word and object indicating the word, they are not separated yet. Like this tripod. When I pull one leg, other two will automatically come. How the great masters, when they tell casually, कोई नहीं बेटा पास हो जाओगे परीक्षा में, and the child really succeeds. Where from it comes? Because their words do not come from the lips. They come from the Pashyanti Vani. Now, when this mind becomes still further grossified, it is called as Madhyama Vani, and there the words and object indicated by the words both are in the form of thoughts. Like in the dream, everything is thought. Whether it's a real dream or a daydream. We are sitting over here. What are you thinking? No, no, nothing. What? Nothing. You're talking to yourself. Observe this. That time, mind has become sufficiently gross, but not become fully gross. And the same mind, when becomes completely grossified, it is called as the speech or the Vaikhari Vani with which I am talking to you. These are the four experiences for the mind, not for us. Like this is a mobile phone. The mobile phone is a word in my mouth, and mobile phone is an object in my hand. That experience where the words and the words indicating the object, they are separate from each other. It is a waking experience, and in the waking experience, it is the Vaikhari Vani which is functional. Then Madhyama Vani, thoughts and the words, they are only thoughts. When I go home, I have to cook. Why don't these people get something from the market, So market, cook, people, everything is only thoughts. So we keep on talking to ourselves. See friends, therefore, first thing we have to clearly understand about the mind. If we can control word formations, mind is controlled. And for this, I gave you yesterday one experiment. Try these two things. Before the Vaikhari Vani starts talking, ask a question to yourself. Is it necessary to talk? I guarantee you, 99% cases, you will get an answer from within. There is no need to talk. And thus, by your own choice, you stop unnecessary talking. Your mind is slowly going deeper and deeper. It's going toward the source. Second thing, we are now, when we stop the Vaikhari Vani, we reach the Madhyama Vani. Now here when we come, now here you try the second thing. Stop talking to yourself. But when to do this? Okay, I call this as yoga. And when to start, what is the asana? When you land on your commode, that time you start that. Till your job is over, you are not going to talk to yourself. Commode yoga. Give it a try. Our energy is lost only in talking, either to others or to ourselves. Slowly, the Vaikhari Vani dissolves in the Madhyama, Madhyama dissolves in the Pashyanti Vani. When we start living at the Pashyanti Vani level, our experience of our own being changes dramatically. Nothing in this world thereafter will disturb us. See? So, when the mind is not disturbed, then we are able to think properly. In Kathopanishad, mantras come. This is very important, good mantra. इंद्रियेभ्यः परा ह्यर्था अर्थेभ्यश्च परं मनः मनसस्तु परा बुद्धि बुद्धेरात्मा महान् परः महतः परम अव्यक्तम् अव्यक्तात् पुरुषः परः पुरुषान्न परं किंचित् सा काष्ठा सा परा गतिः. As compared to the objects of the world, sense organs are closer to us. As compared to the sense organs, the mind is closer to us. As compared to the mind, the intellect is closer to us. As compared to the individual intellect, the total intellect is closer to us. We always have the influence of the totality. Individuality cannot stay independent of the totality. That is Mahat Tattva. Like if you go to UP, Bihar, there when the children are taught right from childhood, in their way of teaching or whatever, they are taught before S they have to add E. Station is station. Smile is smile. Speak is speak. You go to Bengal, then Orissa, then Nepal. There they cannot pronounce the conjunct consonants. Conjunct consonant means the Jodakshar. Like Atma. The half more full Atma. Bengalis will say Atta. Whatever they may be educated. They cannot say V. They always say B. And therefore, no Bengali is ever worried. Worried. Don't be worried. No, I am not worried. Now that impact of the totality is so much that makes your personality. And Mahataha Paramavyaktam. And where from all these things come? From the divine potentiality. And whose potentiality? Of the Absolute. And that is what is Purusha. Purnatvat Purusha, the infinite reality. And beyond that there is nothing. So what is the meaning of being on the top of the world, reach there? This is how we started. Objects we left, sense organs. Sense objects we left, came to mind. Mind we have to leave and come to the intellect. So leaving the mind therefore means what? First of all, we must know control of the mind is the only way to go beyond the mind. Initially, when we learn driving a car, I don't know why this car is going to the left. Because car is driving you. You are not driving the car. In the same manner, initially our mind is driving us. We are not controlling the mind. And such people are a big problem to themselves. See friends, You will observe in this world, all the old people are miserable, never because of shortage of time. They are miserable because of excess of time. अब क्या करूं? We must have something to look forward to when we get up in the morning. Keep yourself occupied 24/7 throughout the world, throughout the year. And it's not necessary that we have to do only for ourselves. And the occupation must be threefold. Physical occupation. Take care of your health. Go for running. Go to gym. See? 2-3 hours go in that. You are occupied somewhere. Therefore, we have to fill in all the 24 hours of the day completely packed. See the change that will come. Then the mind is occupied, mind is not a problem. Unoccupied mind is a problem, occupied mind is an asset. Now what happens? One more example I'll tell you. There was one young boy, probably in Ahmedabad. I finished my talk and I was getting down from the stage. Open ground it was. So one youngster came and he was also climbing the step. I said, come on, get down, let me get down. I got a question, let it be there, let me get down first. So I got down and then he had a helmet like a baby in his hand. Swamiji, yes, what is wrong if I run after girls? I said, nothing wrong, run. This is your age. Do you want a company? I am free. He expected I, as a Swami, will tell him, no, beta, you should not run after the girls. You should run after buffaloes, or cows. He said, no, you don't understand. I said, no, I understood. This is your age, you must run after girls. No, not that way. I said, look here, you don't know your problem. Then I told him, your problem is, when you want to study, your mind runs here and there. You are not able to focus. That is the problem. Then I told him, a simple rule. Higher the goal in your life, lower things automatically drop. See? For example, for us, earning money is the highest goal for us. Then these people who are mad after earning money, for them food is not a criteria, rest is not a criteria, day and night, all other things, house and maintaining things, good literature and quietness, meditation. With the time, money, 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 money. Tulsidas ji writes in his Ramcharitmanas, Kami hi nari piyari jimi, lovi hi priya jimidam, timi raghunatha nirantara, priya lagavu mohiram. Like for a greedy person, his trip is business trip. His dinner is business dinner. His meeting is business meeting. His talks are business talks. His phone is a business phone. Other than that, nothing else. See, friends, in the same manner, unless we have something higher in life, lower things will not drop. See? And what is higher for us? Do time ka khana mil jaye. Useless. Anybody will get that food. See? When I go to China, now people have stopped asking me, they know what reply they will get. Swamiji, you go to China, what about your food? How do you manage? I said, I don't go to China to eat. I go there to give talks. What about food? I said, why you are worried when I am not worried? Am I going there to eat food or what? See, friends, so what should be the real goal for us? To go beyond the mind. Only one goal. नास्ति बुद्धि अयुक्तस्य न चायुक्तस्य भावना न चा भावयत शांति अशांतस्य कुतः सुखम. The goal should be our mind is at peace all the time. A person who is at peace with himself or herself is at peace with the whole world. A person who is at war with himself or herself cannot be at peace with the world. See, one father told a child, this evening when I come, we'll go for a movie, okay? And the child was excited. Now dad is not coming, it's getting late, it's getting late. He always does bullying the mummy. Mummy, call him, why is not coming? And that whole day, the dad had a very bad day. Everywhere failure, failure, kicks and kicks. So frustrated. He came home. And the baby, the child didn't know. So, Dad, you have come, now change yourself, let's go for a movie. You movie. Now the child is surprised. What did I do? Why he is behaving like that? Because he was not at peace with himself, he cannot be at peace with the world. My dear friends, whatever value we give to something, for that only we work. When we have given value for money, we work for money. Now what value we have given to the peace of our mind? Constantly cock inside is a poultry farm. Cock. Give it a try, my friends. Don't compromise with your peace of mind. See? Now, when we thus work on this, when the mind is at peace, be attentive. Peaceful mind is an asset. It is not a liability. Now, this mind graduates into the intelligence, same mind. And then we can think properly. When the mind is disturbed, we don't think, we react. See, the other day when I came to Dulles Airport, very big queue. It took almost 1 hour for me to come out. So there was some passenger whosoever maybe. He was, bundled up by the police, and he was being dragged, and he was shouting and all kinds of things and all that. So when that was going on, all the people there, we should not go to that immigration officer. He must be already in a bad mood. And those who were wanting not to go there, they were sent over there. And then that time, you have to keep yourself cool, How are you? I'm fine, thank you. Good afternoon. Because unless you are cool, you cannot talk proper. See? So, subtler than the mind is the individual intellect, and subtler than the individual intellect is the total intellect. Now this total intellect, up to here, I am telling in general, now come to subjective. We are climbing the tree to be on the top of the world, don't forget. So, be attentive. Objects cover the sense organs. How the objects cover the sense organs? Okay, I'll give an example. A good friend of mine in Delhi, a police officer, he came at about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock to my room. He said, Swamiji, I am not able to come, so I have come to disturb you. Please give me some homework for next 1 year so that I can continue my spiritual practice. He is a very sincere seeker and very well read. He has studied Gita, Upanishad, Panchadashi, Yoga Vashishta, everything. And he comes and asks me, give me some homework. I said, are you ready? He said, yes. He was standing near the door, in the door only. I said, get inside? Yes. Close the door, switch off the light. He switched off the light. Now what do you see? He said, only darkness. I said, again, I ask you the same question. Just don't talk whatever comes to your mind or mouth. Tell properly. What do you see? I see only darkness. I said, do you know? Eyes cannot function in darkness. Eyes can function only in the light. But when you say, I am seeing darkness, first bluff. Okay, Swamiji, agreed. Then switch on the light. They switch on. Now what do you say? See, he was very careful. I see you, I see your laptop, I see the water bottle, I see the bed, I see the table. I said, go on, tell you see all these things in the room. I said, something more? No, that's all. I said, there is something more. Again, think properly. No, I don't think anything, this is all. I said, no, I am seeing something more. What is that? I said, light. Think properly. Oh, yes, light. I said, no. Anything more? No, no, now nothing, definitely. I said, I am still seeing something. Now what are you saying? I said, electricity. Now be attentive. Where is your attention? To the objects, not to the light. In the same manner, I am looking at you as objects. My attention is zero toward the space because of which you all have become separate from each other, is it not? Because my vision is clouded, covered by the colors and the forms. The words cover the ears. In short, objects cover the sense organs. Sense organs cover the mind. In one day, in Marwari house, in very typical old style Marwari house, in Marwari house, ladies don't work. It's only in the kitchen there are Panditji, they call it Panditji, cooks. So we were sitting on the floor. This is another funny thing, I can never understand it. Indian culture means sitting on the floor and eating. Where from it has come, God knows. So I had to also, match with their understanding. So I sat down on the floor. And two of us only. And the Panditji was serving. So he just took one thing, one bite, and he became so angry, threw the plate and went away, shouting at the Panditji. I kept quiet. I said, maybe he will throw me, who knows. So quietly I ate the food. Then, second day, I was waiting now what happens today, let us see. Next, again he became angry. Now the reason was, when you can prepare such a good food today, why didn't you prepare yesterday? Again angry. So, the sense organs, they were covering the mind. And the disturbed mind covers your wisdom, intellect. See, friends, the more we become aware of this, Then we start climbing the tree of life. Drop the objective worlds, then drop the sense organs, drop the mind, come to the intellect. And when you come to the intellect, then the direction of our life changes. What for we are here? I'll give you one experiment we did in management. Management is a bluff. Mismanagement is the truth. So in that management conference, I conducted this experiment. I said, see, I'll be giving you 3 minutes. Randomly, I'll call somebody and you have to talk on that topic for 3 minutes. Ready? Yes. All necktie dhari, educated CEO, 5-digit salary, that kind of people. So one person randomly I called, said, you come. Okay. As you have to talk for 3 minutes. Yes, yes, I know that. You told already. What is the topic? I said, you talk on cow. Cow? 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 He started cow, cow, cow. And people started laughing. What to talk on cow? Cow is a cow. What is there to talk about it? Cow. Is it a topic or what? I said, yes, it's a topic. He became more angry, frustrated. I don't think I can talk on cow. I said, never mind, but you have to stay here for 3 minutes. And finally, okay, I'll talk. Cow has 4 legs. All the people started laughing. A CEO talking on cow, it has 4 legs. After that, he went away. Now, the next person, everybody was hiding their eyes. Now, who is the culprit? So I called another person. You come, sir. Now, he was preparing for another animal in his mind. And then I asked him a topic. Sir, you please enlighten us on application of the Einstein's theory of relativity in increasing the soya production in Indian farmers market. What? I kept quiet. Oh, I don't know. I have not studied physics. What is this relativity theory? I don't know anything. And soya, I don't know what is soya. That is not my field. I am in only in the electronics. I was keeping quiet. Then, after 3 minutes, I said, now you can go, sir. I said, experiment over. Then I told him, we were given 3 minutes. We could not use 3 minutes in our life perfectly well. Will we be able to use our total life properly? I have been talking for last 53 minutes. Don't answer this question. How many minutes you are hearing me? Huh? Even this is not heard. Be attentive. We have come here for satsang to listen to satsang, is it not? And although we have come for this very purpose, and yet we are not available for that purpose, will we be able to utilize our total life for what we have come here? Ahara nidra bhaya maithunancha सामान्य एतत् पशुभेन्द्रणाम धर्मो हितेषाम अधिको विशेषः धर्मेण हीन पशुभिः समानः. Eating, ahara, nidra, sleeping, bhaya, sense of insecurity, maithunam, procreation. These 4 things are common between human beings and animals. Then what is that which makes us human beings? Dharmo hi tesham adhiko vishesha. Human beings are human beings because they have an option of evolution. See, my friends, stones and bricks only existence, little evolved, plant kingdom, existence plus life, little more evolved, animal kingdom, existence, life, and knowledge, human beings, existence, life, knowledge. If we stop here, why we should be called as human beings? There has to be some factor which will make us human being. And that factor is we are the counters to distribute and express happiness. Although born as a human being and yet miserable, Bhagwan will say, my dear child, it is not your fault. It is a manufacturer's defect. I'll call you back and put you back into a donkey. See, friends, this is the only purpose we have come in this world. We are here to be a channel to express divine happiness through us. That is the only purpose. When this is understood, then we have conquered the mind. Gatasu na gatasuscha nanu shochanti panditaha. Wise people are never miserable and otherwise people are never happy. Think. But we justify. One lady, one day in Bombay, after my lecture was over, she came as if wanted to catch my collar. That's why I don't have collar. So, you are teasing us. You are making fun of the married people. Get married and show, be happy, be happy. I said, no, be miserable, be miserable. See, friends, getting married, is it a qualification to be miserable or what? But once we start justifying, nobody can help us. So, what is the way to go to the top of the world? Lead life intelligently and not intellectually. Intellectuals are caught up in cause and effect. And that cause and effect catch is nothing but default settings of our mind. If I am a husband, cause of my misery is my wife. If I am a father, cause of my misery is my children. Think. And then they justify. Cause and effect, cause and effect, cause and effect. Friends, cause and effect is an illusion. It is not the truth. You are the truth. See, this is the way we can reach the top of the world. And this journey is not in time, it is not in space. By this journey, we begin from nowhere and we reach nowhere. It is a journey from the husband to the man. It is a journey from the wife to the lady. How much time, energy, effort it takes for a husband to be a man? That much time, energy, and efforts it takes to be happy. This is being on the top of the world. See? And it's a free choice given to us. keep this in view, then actions expressing happiness is karma yoga. Karma yoga is not doing too many activities and getting frustrated. No. Whatever you have to do it happily. You are in meditation. You are a karma yogi. Physical activity must express happiness. Speech, words must express happiness. When we have to talk to anybody on any topic, anywhere, only one thing, and that is we must talk happily. See, you must have seen many people, they don't talk, then they bark. Why you come? Why? Wow, wow, wow. अरे राम 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 राम. अरे प्यार से बोलो ना. See, there was a couple, husband and wife. Wife was so sweet, charming, laughing, giggling, happy always. And husband was as if he had just consumed handful of caterpillars. So that wife's friend, she asked her, "Hey, what a type of couple you are. You are so giggling, laughing, happy, and your husband is always like this. How do you manage to live with such a man throughout life? How do you manage it?" So she said, "No, anyway, we have to continue. So we do like this. What? Where there's a marriage, birthday parties, anything, there I go. And where there's a death, frustration, accident, there he goes." I just, no, next time you are sent somewhere, you find out where do you fit in. See, friends, we are here only for expressing happiness, no other purpose. See, and happiness means what? One or two lines, then I conclude. Happiness means living at zero complaint level. Happiness doesn't mean all the it means mad. There was one driver in Vishakhapatnam. He had this habit. Before talking, he will laugh. Swamiji, I have come. What is the joke in there? So I told him, tomorrow you can come at 9 o'clock. There is no need to come early because I have no talk tomorrow. Come 9 o'clock. No hurry. Next day he came, morning 6 o'clock as usual. When I saw him, he started laughing. What happened? My father died, so I cannot come in 9 o'clock. Is it matter of joy or what? That is not being happy. Being happy is no complaints. See, life becomes beautiful. And if we don't get any opportunity to complain against, poor God is omnipresent. And then we complain, God, why did you create such a terrible world? Just to trouble you. See, friends, live at zero complaint level. You are slowly climbing on the top of the world. See? Now, when we reach on the top of the world, then what happens will be the concluding talk. Gujaratis, talk. Gujaratis cannot say talk, talk. Therefore, they cannot say, he is my dead. Dead? Yes, he is my dead. They mean dad. Okay, okay, dead. Whole ma snake che. Do you know the meaning? The snacks are in the hall. Whole ma snake che. सत्य है। ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम। श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम।